Hey Steph, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm very well. I'm kind of excited that it's Friday and yeah, end of the week.
Maybe because it's Friday, we could play a little game. So in our drinking podcast, we talked about a drinking game. Do you remember? Have you ever?
Yeah, have you ever? It's a good kind of get to know you game. Now who wants to start off? Get the ball rolling.
I'm throwing you in at the deep end.
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, so have you ever met a celebrity?
I have. I'm lucky enough to have met some people during my time playing music, but the one that I enjoyed personally the most was Bonnie Whaler, who was the bassist for Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
I was starstruck by that. What about you? Have you ever met a celebrity?
You know, around London, I've spotted a couple of famous faces.
Okay.
Once I was sitting in a cafe in, I think it was in Belsize Park,
Okay. Yeah.
and I spotted Gwyneth Paltrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
In my area, in Wapping and Limehouse, around where I'm living at the moment, we have Syrian McKellen, you know, the guy who
Really? Wow.
played sort of Dumbledore and Magneto and all the. He's a very Shakespearean type guy, but yeah, you get some
Yes.
bohemian celebrity, you know. All right, have you ever hitchhiked?
No, I haven't hitchhiked. But when I was traveling in Brazil, I remember I decided to hire a car on this little island off Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like really like kind of like a beachy vibe. It was really quiet, and I drove to this beach and parked up, and suddenly this little old lady knocked on my window.
Oh, really?
She got in the back
Wow.
seat, and well, with my broken Portuguese and stuff,
Yeah,
like kind of understood she wanted a lift to the nearest town, which was like literally like a 2-minute drive away.
Okay.
But little did she know that I was a new driver.
Yeah, she ended up being more scared than you were, you know.
Exactly. What about you? Have you ever hitchhiked?
Well, nothing as interesting as that. My mum, apparently, when she was younger, in the 60s and 70s, she hitchhiked all over Europe.
That's pretty brave, I must say.
She's
Brave.
a tough cookie.
Yeah. Okay, so it's my turn,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Have you ever fallen asleep on public transport?
Yes, I have. One time I did it. I managed to do it twice in a day. It was very bad.
Yeah, with your mouth hanging open, our head back, catching flies,
I'm
right?
sure I was very graceful in my sleeps. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I have done it before. Yes, I think the worst time was when it was before the night tube, so I had to actually take like 2 or 3 night buses from where I was. And basically, yeah, I just got on the first one and then ended up dozing off on the way and just ending up at the end of the line. And I don't live that far.
I know these times. I don't know why we put ourselves through it. You know. Okay. Have you eaten anything? Have you ever eaten anything unusual?
Yeah, once. The only thing I can think of is when I was in Brazil, we went on this kind of Amazon rainforest tour, and they cooked lunch for us, and they gave us the usual kind of rice and beans, which is a very Brazilian thing.
Nice.
But on top of that, they gave us caiman. It looked like a tiny like crocodile, basically, and they literally just popped it on the barbecue whole.
When in Brazil, huh?
When in Brazil, right?
Yep. Yeah, I can't say I've eaten anything quite as interesting. Because I used to be, but I used to be a vegetarian. Even now, I'm still a little bit
Yeah,
squeamish about certain types of food.
that's interesting. So should we go and have a look at some of the words that we use today?
Okay.
I suppose one of the first words we talked about was to hitchhike.
Okay. I mean, the very typical look of the like image of a hitchhiker is somebody standing on the side of the road, with their arm out and their thumb up, sort of
Mhm.
trying to call for a car to stop.
Well, you're just asking for a lift,
Yeah,
right? You're asking for a lift
yeah.
from someone. Oh, right.
So you mentioned when you'd fallen asleep that you dozed off. Is that so? Describe dozing off to me.
Well, it means that you fall asleep, basically, but we normally use this expression when it's kind of unexpected. So you could say, I dozed off on the sofa whilst watching a film, or yeah, in my case, I dozed off on the bus.
Hey, yeah.
Good. Another word that you used, I think it was when you met your celebrity,
Yeah.
was starstruck.
If you are starstruck, you are just completely shocked because you are in front of somebody that you never expected you would be in front of. And there's a feeling
Yeah,
of not really being able to communicate everything that you want to.
yeah,
Yeah,
totally. So you're kind of like amazed by that person, so amazed that you can't even speak, maybe,
yeah,
or think
exactly. Yeah,
properly.
your mouth is just open. Now, as a former veggie, I'm still a little bit squeamish. I suppose it just means that you have a kind of like a funny, a slightly strange reaction to, well, I've used it in the case of food, but I suppose
Yeah,
people who don't like the sight of maybe blood in general. Yeah,
something that you think looks disgusting or weird. Yeah, like blood's a good
yeah,
one. Yeah,
gory movies, you don't want to see anything like too much of anything kind of that,
yeah.
not just scary, but actually like something where there's either blood or something is getting squashed
Mm,
or
yeah. Yeah.
it's your reaction.
Exactly.
If you kind of
Yes.
shiver or you wince, you kind of screw your face
Mm.
up at the idea of at something, then you are squeamish.
Good. Okay, well, that was fun.
Yeah, I like these games. If we do this again on
Me
a Friday,
too.
then we could and I'm
Yeah,
up for some
we
more.
should play again.
Yeah.
Have a lovely Friday
Oh, yeah.
and weekend.
Okay, yeah, you as well. Until the next time.
See you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.